In the name of the Father, the Son, and the split rent. This episode is for anyone who code switched in their hometowns, who split rent with God, grind, and a situationship, and who still gets mistaken for help in their own degree program. Welcome back to Llámame Anything, the podcast for soft disruptors, spiritual survivors, and anyone whose American dream now includes dual income housing, reliable Wi-Fi, and a man who owns a plunger. I grew up in Miami, where everyone's last name ends in a vowel, the churches are bilingual, and being broken isn't a label, it's a lifestyle. I never thought much about race in Miami. You're Cuban, Venezuelan, Puerto Rican, or Peruvian. The question was never, are you a person of color? It was, ¿tú de dónde eres? But when I got to Syracuse University, girl, suddenly I was Latinx excellence. Suddenly I was the brown girl on the brochure. Professors asked me to bring a cultural perspective to discussions about how to kill a mockingbird. And I remember thinking, damn, am I a person of color? Or am I just out of place? In Miami, I was just Vanessa. In Syracuse, I was a statistic with a hoop earrings. I didn't know how to act. Should I correct them? Should I lean into it? Was my scholarship because of this? No. I wasn't pretending to be anything, but I also wasn't prepared to be everything. Here's the thing. I am American. I've said the pledge. I've watched Cops. I've eaten Hot Pockets at midnight like it was a religious rite, but I've never felt claimed by this country. America loves me in theory, loves my bilingualism on a resume, loves my family's immigrant grit when it's packaged in TED Talks. But the minute I ask questions about race, class, politics, God, suddenly I'm ungrateful or divisive or just doing too much. I'm American until I disagree with a white man. Then suddenly I'm an exchange student. And it's funny. They say America's a melting pot, but what they really mean is assimilate quietly and maybe we won't ask where you're from. Now let's talk about being a feminist in this economy. I'm educated, I'm ambitious, I know how to carry 17 groceries up a stairwell in one trip, but boy, I'm also tired. Tired of splitting bills with men who make me split hairs about what helping out means. Tired of podcast bros who think asking for stability means I want to be a 1950s housewife. Tired of performing independence just to prove I'm worthy of rest. I'm not asking to be saved. I'm asking if you have a 620 credit score. Because I believe in equality, but I also believe in getting picked up, not picked apart. I'm a feminist who prays. I believe in God and girl math. And yes, I want someone who can hold me and hold down Elise. Because guess what? Hyper-independence is not a personality trait. It's a trauma response, an expensive one. I still pray every day, and lately my prayers have changed. I used to pray, God, help me be strong. Now I pray, God, please don't let me cry in this Sprouts parking lot again. I used to pray for wisdom. Now I pray for Wi-Fi, warm water, and a man who believes in therapy and at least like meditation. Because God didn't bring me this far to split the Netflix bill with a man who calls himself alpha. I think faith and feminism are not in conflict. They're in conversation. God made me soft on purpose, but he also made me discernment. And lately I've been using it to screen out men who think fresh and fit is real scripture. So here I am, Latina in limbo, spiritual but strategic, soft girl in survival mode. And I still want love, but I also want leverage. I still want connection, but I still want credit, compassion, and clear communication. I believe in God, feminism, and a well-structured investment portfolio. And I'm done apologizing for it. I'm not asking for a man with a mansion, just one who won't Venmo request me for parking. So if you've ever felt too white in one room, too brown in the next, if you've ever wanted to be held without having to shrink, If you're feminist but tired, faithful but jaded, broke but still wearing hoops, this one was for you. You are allowed to be many things: spiritual but sexy, feminist and romantic, holy and high maintenance, American and aware. This has been Llámame Anything. Tag your rent-splitting bestie, send it to your situationship, and next time someone asks what you bring to the table, say God, identity, groceries, and you.